completing their work in no time. The comb mentioned here is made from leaves of the evergreen wood, shaved with a knife. This evergreen wood grows very slowly, and its leaves are almost like hard wooden pieces as thick as combs. They are called leaves because of their leaf-like shape and are perfect for making hair combs. Making toilet paper. In the 1,000-year world, there's no use for paper, no books, no letters, no need for writing or articles. However, toilet paper is still a necessity. Are paper mills needed in the 1,000-year world? No, they are not. Celestial Lifechanyuan and Celestial Lifechanyuan are specifically tasked with making toilet paper. This toilet paper isn't paper at all, it's actually a type of flower petal called skin comforting fragrance. These flowers are as large as ordinary wash basins, with shapes resembling begonia blossoms and a snow-white color. Their fragrance resembles lavender, and their petals are covered with tiny buds resembling taste buds on the tongue. Lifechanyuan and Lifechanyuan collect 2 full backpacks of skin-comforting fragrance, flower petals from the garden in the 7 Fragrances garden. They then pour these petals into a large water tank for soaking. The purpose of soaking is mainly to remove the oils and gums from the petals. The water used for soaking isn't ordinary, it's from a spring near the 7 Fragrances garden, tasting of lime with high alkalinity. Additionally, grass and wood ash water are added. After soaking, the skin-comforting fragrance flower petals are taken outside to dry in the sun, becoming soft and gentle like cotton, serving as toilet paper. Making water tanks, buckets, and basins. Whether for printing and dyeing silk fabrics or soaking skin-comforting fragrance flower petals, water tanks are needed in the 1,000-year world. With water tanks come water buckets, and transplanting flowers and plants for decorating courtyards, water buckets are required. For washing faces, water basins are essential. So, how are water tanks, buckets, and basins made? Male celestial Lifechanyuan and Lifechanyuan, along with female celestial Meiji and Weijia, are responsible for making these items. Meiji and Weijia go to the forest of the Crane Ridge and cut a diagonal opening in the bark of a tree, then insert a tube into it. A sticky liquid similar to milk continuously flows out, collected in a basin. This liquid is a type of glue with very strong adhesion. After collecting enough liquid, they move to another tree and repeat the process until the basin is full. This tree is called the silica gel tree, similar to the rubber tree on Earth, but its liquid doesn't solidify easily. It can be used like paint to coat walls with a brush. When it comes into contact with water, it solidifies, making it suitable for making water buckets and other items. Lifechanyuan and Lifechanyuan cut bamboo into required lengths and sizes. Then they glue the pieces together using the silica gel sap collected by Meiji and Weijia. They also brush a little water onto the bamboo pieces to aid in bonding. This creates the side of the water basin. Next, they glue many small bamboo pieces together in a similar manner, cover them with silica gel sap, and then with a banana leaf that is strong, waterproof, and smooth, which is the root skin that wraps the main trunk of the banana plant. The 2 parts are bonded together as one, then cut into the desired circular shape and placed into a cylinder made of bamboo strips that are wider at the top and narrower at the bottom. Silicone tree sap is dripped around the edge, then brushed inside and out. After spraying water inside and out, the water basin is complete. Water tanks are made in the same way. When making a water bucket, holes are drilled at the top of 2 large bamboo strips beforehand. These strips are slightly longer than the others. Before bonding, they just place them symmetrically and insert a thick red willow stick into the holes of the bamboo strips. To create a colorful basin, plant pigments are extracted and added to the liquid from the silica gel tree. Making shoes. Making shoes in the 1,000-year world is the easiest thing. Celestial Bloom and Celestial Lima show us how. They go to the forest and cut the bark of a coconut tree that wraps around the trunk after its large leaves fall off. This bark, approximately 1 meter long and 50 centimeters wide, is extremely flexible and cannot be smashed or torn apart. Bringing the bark to their workshop, they draw lines on the bark based on the size of their feet, then cut out the soles and uppers with a knife. 2 or 3 layers of coconut bark are used for the soles, bonded together with silica gel tree liquid. After soaking until firm and drying in a cool place, a very comfortable pair of shoes is made. Making toothbrushes. Sorry, the Celestials in the 1,000-year world never brush their teeth. Why? Because they eat very bland food with little residue left in their teeth, and their food is created by the greatest creator and never processed. Therefore, their mouths always have a pleasant scent, and there's no mention of bad breath among them. Calculating the passage of time. Sorry again, the Celestials in the 1,000-year world never calculate time, including hours, days, and years. They have no concept of time, so why bother? Not calculating time doesn't mean there's no time. In the 1,000-year world, there's no need to worry about the passage of time. When I mention a Celestial's age, it's solely based on their appearance or physical features on Earth. So, does the 1,000-year world have a sense of a day passing? Yes, but it's not based on celestial movements, as it's difficult to perceive or calculate days that way. It's based on changes in the environment. Since it does not rain in the 1,000-year world, how do trees and plants survive and grow? Will they dry up? The answer is no. According to human time, approximately every 15 days, there's a period of water vapor transpiration in the environment, which forms clouds and fog. These clouds and fog contain a lot of water, and when they pass through an area, they wash the leaves and wet the ground. This period is considered a day in the 1,000-year world. Performance at the Chamber of Joy. In the 1,000-year world, the mode of production follows a system of non-ownership, where resources are shared and do not belong to any individual or group. There is no marriage, as stated in the teachings of Jesus Christ. In heaven, they neither marry nor are given in marriage. There is also no concept of romantic relationships or lovers due to the shared resources, which means there are no fixed partners for love or sexual relations. All relationships unfold naturally according to destiny. Because of the communal sharing of resources, there is neither private nor public ownership but rather a system of non-ownership. Consequently, there is no concept of adultery, extramarital affairs, or rape among men and women. Moreover, all celestial beings in the 1,000-year world possess exquisite and pure souls, and their words and actions always bring joy, happiness, freedom, and bliss to others. Everywhere is peaceful, warm, harmonious, and auspicious, with no issues of harm or conflict. The Chamber of Joy is a designated space for love, entertainment, romance, and sexual activities. In every village with around 100 celestial citizens, there is a dedicated Chamber of Joy. Female celestials in their mating season reside in the Chamber of Joy, and some non-mating female celestials willingly assist and care for those in their mating season, ensuring they can fully enjoy the pleasure of sexual activities. Any male celestial who wishes to engage in lovemaking and entertainment with a female celestial in her mating season is free to visit the Chamber of Joy and share in the delightful sexual experiences with the female celestials. The Chamber of Joy is regarded as a sacred haven, where sexual activities are viewed as sacred, noble, and pure. All celestial beings are entitled to enjoy the freedom and happiness of sexual activities, which is a shared value in the 1,000-year world. Consequently, Chamber of Joys are typically built in the most beautiful and serene environments, with the best facilities available. Here, individuals can engage in lovemaking, play, entertainment, and self-expression free from interference, taboos, worries, or fears. After attending the song and dance welcoming the Celestials, Hori and Hai proceeded to watch the skills of the celestial beings at the 100 Craftsmen's Workshop. Following this, Hai was accompanied by Ilong and Weijia, while Hori was accompanied by Budi and Soalan, as they made their way to the Chamber of Joy. The Chamber of Joy located on the edge of Crane Ridge's emerald slope near Yuetsang Lake, the Chamber of Joy in Seven Fragrances Garden is surrounded by water on 3 sides and backed by Crane Ridge. The emerald slope is adorned with exotic flowers and grasses, amidst which colorful flowers are interspersed. Beyond lies the continuous cloud-piercing mountains and towering Crane Ridge. With pleasant weather, tranquility, elegance, and the fragrance of flowers and birdsong in the air. The water surrounding the Chamber of Joy connects to Yuetsong Lake, clear and pure, with rippling waves. Waterfowl fly leisurely, fish swim freely. Along the lakeside, the willows droop gracefully, and the peach blossoms are hazy. Budi and Solan held Hori's hands on either side as they approached the Chamber of Joy, resembling three young girls, lively and joyful. At the Chamber of Joy center of the Chamber of Joy was a garden filled with blooming flowers and fluttering butterflies. Behind it were several clusters of bamboo swaying gently in the wind, with various small birds flying above, making nests, and chirping pleasantly, making one feel happy and comfortable. A winding corridor made of various vines meandered through the secluded path, leading to over 10 independent bamboo houses hidden among the peach blossoms. Choosing a bamboo house at random, Hori entered and found it to be bright, fresh, spacious, elegant, clean, and fragrant with a hint of celestial aura. The floor was paved with small, transparent, colorful pebbles the size of beans. Inside, there were large 4 celestial beds, curved chairs suitable for lovemaking, bamboo sofas, and rattan chairs. A large tea table was adorned with melons and fruits unique to the thousand-year world, alongside a small bamboo vat filled with nourishing juice and a long-handled gourd ladle for convenient drinking. Budi asked Hori, "How do you like it, dear sister?" Hori kissed Budi's face affectionately and then embraced Solan tightly, expressing her gratitude. "A thousand thanks in my heart, life is like a blooming flower. Even if I were to transform into countless billions of myself, it is difficult to express my gratitude." "Sister, let's go bathe now," Solan suggested. "Let me introduce you. Every celestial who lives in the Chamber of Joy must first go to bathe upon arrival. The Chamber of Joy has a bath pool that can accommodate only 5 or 6 celestials bathing simultaneously. The bath pool is actually a small hot spring, rich in minerals. Bathing in it is like soaking in a bath solution, leaving the skin clean, refreshed, and even smoother and finer." The 3 celestial beings undressed in the room and proceeded naked to the bath pool in the backyard. Budi and Solan, both around 200 years old, appeared as young maidens in their 20s on earth. They were sharp, lively, and beautiful as flowers, adept at understanding emotions and possessing graceful manners that endeared them to the other celestial beings. On the other hand, Hori, over 400 years old, resembled a woman in her 40s on earth, with a rich history of sexual experiences and a strong libido. As the 3 entered the bath pool, the water temperature was just right, offering a comfortable and soothing experience. Budi and Solan tenderly caressed and washed Hori's entire body with their soft and delicate hands. Playful Budi then instructed Hori to lean her head on Solan's shoulder and close her eyes, while she gently and delicately touched Hori's genital area, massaging her vulva, clitoris, labia, and perineum. Waves of mild spasms coursed through Hori's vagina, spreading pleasure and relaxation throughout her body. At that moment, the male celestial beings, Dayue and Raji, quietly approached the bath pool. They had already disrobed in the room chosen by Hori. Upon seeing them, Budi and Solan silently gestured to Dayue and Raji to join them in the pool. Dayue and Raji stealthily entered the pool and discreetly took the place of Budi and Solan. Raji positioned Hori's head on his shoulder, gently caressing and supporting her buttocks with his hands, while Dayue used his hands to tenderly touch and cleanse Hori's inner thighs and genital area. Hori was fully aware of these substitutions and actions but pretended not to notice. After a while, Raji gently pulled Hori towards him from behind, placing his hands on her breasts and softly massaging them. Raji's erect penis slowly rubbed against Hori's crotch from behind. Meanwhile, Dayue submerged himself in the water, occasionally using his mouth to suck and lick Hori's labia. Feeling an increasing sense of comfort and arousal, Hori couldn't help but use her left hand to embrace Raji's neck. Raji seized the opportunity to kiss Hori's lips, first lightly licking her lips and then her teeth before their lips finally sealed together in a passionate kiss. Their tongues intertwined in a dance of intimacy and desire. At the same time, Hori used her right hand to lift Dayue and gently stroke his penis. Observing Hori's escalating pleasure, Booty and Solan quickly washed Raji and Dayue thoroughly. Once everyone had finished bathing, Dayue lifted Hori in his arms and carried her out of the bath, followed closely by Raji, Booty, and Solan, all heading back to the room. Dayue gently placed Hori on the bed and stood beside her, gazing at her. He saw Hori's fair body exposed, her delicate bones and plump muscles, her emerald eyebrows and charming red lips, her flirtatious and coquettish eyes, her soft and lustrous skin like snow cotton, and her twin peaks rising like two mushroom clouds on the undulating plain. Her slender legs were slightly apart, and her pubic region was full and sexy like a rabbit. While Dayue gazed at Hori, she also carefully observed him. She saw that Dayue had strong muscles, developed chest muscles, a handsome face with sharp features, and eyes that were bright and clear, as if expressing infinite affection. Looking at his genitals, his erect penis was like a dragon ready to overturn the sea at any time, and his glans was huge, like a leopard waiting to pounce on its prey. Hori reached out a white jade hand to hold his penis, and a drop of glistening liquid oozed out of the glans. Dayue leaned down and lightly bit Hori's ear, saying affectionately, "Dear sister, you are beautiful and tender, with infinite charm. Meeting you at the Seven Fragrances Garden, I have fulfilled my long-standing wish. Today, I am willing to do anything for you. Whatever you want me to do, as long as you like it. I am willing to enter the uterus from your vagina and sleep for 3 days, even if you eat me, I am willing. My dear baby, I'm burning down there, hurry up and let me taste it first, I can't stand it anymore." Hori said passionately. Hearing this, Dayue crawled onto the bed and hugged Hori tightly with both hands. Their bodies pressed together, limbs entwined, skin touching intimately, the melding of water and milk, lips meeting, tongues entangled. Hori felt that her skin pores all over her body were crazily absorbing the warmth and energy from Dayue's body, a swelling comfort. Dayue nestled on Hori's soft jade body, feeling a delicate fragrance penetrating his skin, making his whole body smooth. Dayue let his penis rub back and forth on Hori's labia from top to bottom. After rubbing for more than a dozen times, he felt the lubricating love fluid flowing out of the vagina. It was the right time, the flower buds bloomed. The glands touched the vaginal opening, and the penis gently entered the vagina further, and then plunged into the vagina with a jerk. A huge sense of satisfaction immediately spread all over the body to the heart. The love of life and gratitude for life erupted from every cell like a volcano, and at the same time, Hori let out an "ah," feeling that her vagina was full, and her pelvis seemed to be cracked. There was a little comfortable pain mixed with joy and satisfaction flooding her whole body. The whole body convulsed and tensed, and her sphincter tightened involuntarily, and her vagina tightly contained Dayue's jade stem. This is like a long drought ending with a refreshing rain, or dry firewood igniting into a fierce flame. Sometimes, silence speaks volumes, far more eloquently than words. Dayue tightly embraced Hori, their skin passionately kissing each other. Hori's body contorted as if attempting to escape Dayue's all-encompassing embrace, yet her legs instinctively lifted and tightly wrapped around Dayue's waist and hips. Dayue's large, erect penis filled Hori's entire vagina, their combined love juices lubricating their intimate friction. Dayue's thrusts varied from tender to wild, rational to savage, each penetration propelling them towards the pinnacle of ecstasy. With a high frequency of thrusting reaching about 2,000 times, Hori's legs gradually stiffened and came together, freed from encircling Dayue's waist.